Hey everybody, Hidden Ptarmigan here. How y'all doing today? Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit. Today we're on Retail WoW, going to be doing a dungeon on our Night Elf Hunter. We're going to do Mechagon Workshop, to my knowledge. I believe we're still just looking for a tank, but then after we get our tank, we're going to get right into it. So I will catch you guys when we get there. All right, here we are in our +5 Mechagon. So let's get started on this one. I changed up the transmog back to the Sylvanas armor. I think it's pretty sick. I really wish there was a male version of this armor that didn't wear a whatever. It'd be pretty cool, like, to see a male version. Mainly because most of my characters are male characters, so that'd be pretty sweet for us. For me, at least. But it would totally be lore breaking. But I guess it would super lore breaking that I'm wearing Sylvanas' armor anyway. So yeah, why not? Why not, right? Why not make some cool male Sylvanas armor? Just a thought. But I switched my Night Elf to a female character to utilize the awesome armor that Sylvanas has. I hope we get other king armor, you know? Oh, dude, a set of Varian's armor. If anyone knows who Varian is at this point in WoW's history, he's been dead for many years, but the OG King of Stormwind Varian, that would be freaking awesome. Oh, I just got hit by a saw. All right, so for this fight, I just want to walk you all through it real quick. We're going to DPS them. Probably focus on the No Mercy for you first, and this guy second, because this guy gets armor. The Platinum Pummeler gets armor. The tank has to drag him around in a circle to these hammers. And you'll see that the hammers will fall down. Ooh, I need to immediately feign death. The hammers fall down and weaken the main guy. So we actually can't really do much damage to him until he's weakened. Totally missed that. It was great. Oh, okay. So there's also only 2. So as a marksman, we're not going to be able to cleave. We can only cleave groups of 3. So we're basically reliant on our volley to get our cleave rolling. Little tip for you if you're new to Marksman or new to this dungeon. If you stand on the platform exactly, you're less likely to get hit by the saw blades, because I believe they only move through here. They move through the holes in the thing. So if you're standing on here, you won't get hit. Our burst phase is totally over. We were doing so well. Oh, back up on top. That's what I'm talking about. Very smooth dungeon run. Very smooth. Smooth first boss, at least. Ooh, we got an achievement. MC Hammered. What did it say? What did it say? Defeat him on difficulty after he's been hit with a poison smasher. Deuce has been hit. Okay, cool. Nice. We got an achievement. We got 7 seconds till we call in our Lunar Storm, so we're going to go ahead and use this now. Our healer's kind of getting wrecked right now. Make sure that doesn't... Oh, too late. All right, they got a B-res out. We do have a Death Knight. Excellent for B-resing. We had a shaman who could have onked, but maybe onk was on cooldown. We'll stun those two. Nice. Cut him down. All right, so... Oof, okay. We're going right into it. So for this boss, he summons these things on the ground. They're like boxes. Here comes a box now. When he does his Venting Flames ability, you need to be standing behind a box. Okay. Now you can't DPS from behind a box, but it is totally worth it to be behind a box. Now, after he does Venting Flames on a box, it will turn red, meaning he will destroy it. You want to get away from it. You don't want to be standing near any boxes ever, unless he's Venting Flames. So when you have this on you, make sure you're not near a box, because he'll blow up the boxes if you do that. Not immediately. He doesn't blow them up instantly. What he does is he makes them red, meaning that they will blow up during Venting Flames. So this will die during Venting Flames when he starts casting it. See how that blew up and the other one turned red? So we want to avoid that. So a box is coming over there. I kind of shouldn't be standing near the wall because now it's going to place the box near the wall. Try to stay away from walls. So now we need to be able to get ready to get behind this box once Venting Flames procs. And there it goes. So everyone's going to get behind the box except for our tank, except for our healer. And that's basically all it is to it. You just rinse and repeat these mechanics over and over again for this fight. He drops boxes on you, you get behind the box, you don't bring the leaf to the box, and then you're done. That's the whole dungeon. Then you gotta run up this weird staircase, hop on this thing, and this is the most annoying part of the dungeon. Harder than any boss, the conveyor of death. Just getting through this conveyor is really annoying. Now, luckily, I'm a marksman hunter, so I have increased run speed when out of combat, which is great. It's called Trailblazer. Okay, this is actually the most annoying part of the dungeon. Not this part, but the next part. This sneaky part, where we all have to pretend we're rogues. We'll go ahead and heal ourselves up. Death Knight's here. There's no healers, sir. Okay.
Please remain in your domiciles. Guards are currently en route to quell the disturbance.
Try to interrupt those if you can. It's not 100% necessary, but it definitely makes a difference. You can interrupt the Giga Wallop with a stun, or you can do it with just a standard interrupt. Either one is good enough.
So, you dismantled a few of my lesser inventions. Let us see how you fare against something more advanced.
Okay, we're going to just start dropping aim shots in there. Yeah, I'm currently in the process of actually gearing up the shaman for the KSM, the next season of KSM. As you can see, I haven't done any dungeons on him yet. I've done vault stuff. I've done everything except for dungeons on the shaman, just gearing him up. He's a orc. He's going to be awesome. I'm really ready. I'm really excited to do shaman healer. For this little ad, this is kind of like a mini boss. You want to avoid this stuff, and you want to stay inside the cone. He indicates the cone with this. And he generally goes in a circle, so you can kind of just run around him to stay in it. It's easier if you're fighting up close for this fight. Staying in range can be deadly. Or stay down there where our shaman is. Maybe that's safe down there. I don't really know. Haven't really. I've only done this on a 3. Now we go up this, through the building. And now we do the stealth mechanic. So these guys don't fight. You can't kill them. You just need to sneak past them. So as a group, you want to stay and go around them. These vents will keep you invisible. I screwed up. Okay, so I'll just wait here with our 2 other blood elves. 2 little blood elves. And I'll wait till there's an opportunity. Wait, can I? Oh, I can't. Ah. Well, stealth doesn't work. That's a shame. So we'll wait here. And then the quickest way through is just to run through this section to get to that. Now you got to wait for this guy to move. Now they're going to go ahead and start killing trash, and that is totally okay. If you're the slow one in this part, it's not a big deal. You know, the group's got to clear to get that timer down, right? So you move to this point from here. So you basically just want to move from vent to vent. And you can watch this over and over again, and it'll show you how to do it. And then you get here just in the nick of time and start nuking ads. Oh, another great point is you can use the generators as DPS or healer to take 50% less damage, I believe, if you stand in them. So it's absolutely worth it to stay inside those. The tank will, the enemies put them down, the tank will pull them out of that area, and then you can just hang out inside there and relax. Okay, for Spark Flux. Spark Flux puts down a little death beam, and it goes around in a circle. Not a death beam, what is it called? It's like a... I don't know. No, it is a death beam. I guess it's a death beam. It's a death beam. You just need to run around and not get hit by the death beam. He also summons ads. Ads in the form of turrets that appear in his flower gardens. Or whatever you call those. Kill the turrets. They're really high priority. They need to go down pretty quick. This fight generally is easier if you stay a little close to the guy. You don't have to stay super far away because of the death beam. Can kind of be disorienting. He throws bombs, and there are ricocheting little saw blades everywhere. So there is one of the turrets. You see what happens when you get hit by a death beam. You get wrecked. For now, I'm really kind of lacking in the single target department. This bridge gets a little hectic with all the stuff on it. With my add-on, their names, with my plater profile, their names turn a different color when they're in the shield, so you can see. Oh, an anti-personnel squirrel. What a creative way. Kudos to Blizzard for making a really cool enemy there. Anti-personnel squirrels. Ugh. All right. It's a good group right here. Every one of them is very competent, it seems. I feel like we're kind of just rolling through this stuff.
My emissary brings you power. Take it.
Okay, we got the verse increase right now.
Witness perfection.
Okay, for this guy, you want to avoid the magnets on the ground. He puts these magnets and he moves them during the fight. So you need to figure out where they're going to go. They're marked on the ground or where they're going to move with the arrows. There's the arrows, you can see them, and then the circles on the ground. So don't stand between a magnet and a circle, and you will generally be fine.
You cannot elude my targeting system.
Other than that, just slow and steady, nuke this guy down. He has a couple of phases. In the beam phase, he picks a target with and you'll see a little blue fixate button over top of you if you're the target. Just stay away from him. He'll fixate on you and try to kill you. Okay, we got to get out of the way of the magnets. Now this guy has several phases, so now we're about to enter phase 2 of the fight once he dies. So you get multiple execute phases with this boss. So he's only got 5 million more, and now he's done. So now we're in stage 2. We all get stunned, and he's going to go out here and turn into this big guy. When he turns into the big guy, he's stationary, so you don't have to worry about moving him. But you got to move out of the way to avoid certain mechanics. In particular, he does some beams and stuff that you need to avoid. So we did not kill the Void Emissary, sadly. But we're going to go True Shot. So there's the beam. Got to avoid that. There's the next beam. It picks a target. Generally, just kind of stay where you are. When you get the beam on you, don't worry too much about trying to move. Because you don't want to accidentally, like, let everyone else, it's a lot easier for everyone else to move out of the way of your beam than you to try to find it, because you're not, unless you're in a group like with a Discord call or something like that. If you're pugging, generally just stay where you are and let everyone else get out of the way. So it's on me. I'm just gonna see they're gonna move with me. They don't know which way I'm gonna go. So you see that's how the shaman moved with me, because he doesn't know. So generally it is best practice if you're pugging to just pick a spot and stay where you are. There's plenty of room on the map for everyone else to go places. That might not be the best opinion of people that play this game a ton, but like, if you're pugging, that's what I have found to work best for me. So they can get out of the way. Now this guy is this is a really long fight, so this is not a sprint fight. It is a marathon. I'm getting cooldowns again. Now it's almost over. He does have phase 3, but phase 3 is really easy. Phase 3 is just he gets out of his robot and you got to kill him. There it is. You don't even get stunned. He's only got like 21 million health. You'll cut through him in seconds. There you go. And that is Workshop out of 5. All right, I'll see you all in the next one. All right, here we are in a 5 Priory. Looks like today's episode is going to be a episode of 5s. Really fine. We're just trying to make progress. We're not really trying to push super high. It's kind of hard to get into a 7 for me at 649 item level. I'm sure it's totally possible. I've done it, but actually getting the group can be rough. I popped that cooldown a little too early, so hopefully you stay right there.
Each of his lieutenants bolsters his tactics. Draw them away and defeat them.
This group seems to be super competent. Look at that. They're giving stack orders and everything. So our group right now, we've got Warlock, we've got Warlock, Priest, and it's a Disc Priest as usual. And then we've got a Arcane Mage and myself. And then for our tank, we've got a Demon Hunter. We're gonna wait to pop our coolies. Alright, there's our cooldowns. We want to kind of time these two things to go together. Just makes it a little more powerful. And if you can also time it to work with your Lunar Strike, Lunar Storm, that would be great. Double rapid fire there. Pretty sick. Mage is pumping. This group seems to be liking huge pools.
My emissary brings you power. Take it.
Wish we had cooldowns ready. We're going to hold them, though. Fight's already almost over. The mage and that warlock just annihilated. Our warlock seems to be a Destro lock. Haven't seen one of those in a while. I usually play with my my buddy Toybox. He's been in, I think, 2 of the earlier videos he was in them. He's a demo lock, and I don't think he's ever played anything else. Basically, since demo got changed, and I think it was in Legion, he's been a demo main. Whenever it went from being metamorphosis based to having like 1,000 pets, he was just like, yeah, this is my class now. And I don't blame him. Demo's awesome, though I'm a Destro lock player myself. If I were to ever play lock.
A willing sacrifice has been
I can't even find the Void Emissary. Is it in there? I got this one. If you haven't played a lot of Mythic Plus before, and due to my level of competence, I'm sure not. I'm sure most of my viewers probably are much better than me. But if you haven't played a lot of Mythic Plus before, it's really efficient to do really, really, really big pools rather than small pools. Like if this dungeon was a classic WoW dungeon, they would probably be pulling it in like, it would take about an hour probably to do this entire dungeon, and they would do a lot of small pools. Each pack would be pulled individually. Like you'd pull that group, you'd pull that group. You might pull those two together, but the pack up there would be pulled solo. That boss that we just fought over there would have been fought solo. The totally different playstyle. Whereas this version of the game plays a lot more like an ARPG, where you're just doing massive pools and just nuking them down. The reason that you end up playing like that in retail is because the bosses, because there's a timer. You're timed in Mythic Plus. If you were to remove the timer, I'm sure people would run these slower, but generally the WoW player base likes to get stuff done fast. Like even in classic WoW, people try to like stretch how much they can pull. Now not as much as they do in this version of the game, but they definitely will. For this fight, you really just need to focus the main guy. You don't really need to worry about Emberlands. I believe he despawns after you kill Dalecry.
Lieutenant, eliminate these birds by hand and claw. My spear aims true.
There you go. They both die at the same time. Easy. Now I'm really curious to see how this warlock or this tank pulls this room. That was supposed to be an inspect. I wanted to see your item level. 651. Alright, so we're gonna hold. We're gonna pop all our cooldowns right here. And we're gonna target the priest. I'm surprised he didn't pull that group over here.
To that old fool's sister Blades. Destroy these outsiders.
It's a shame they move out of volley all the time. Getting a volley down is kind of tough because the enemies all move.
Her usefulness to the Empire has passed. Soon, the true faithful will arise, and the Arathi will be mighty.
I'm gonna hold my cooldowns for now and wait till the boss fight.
My emissary brings you power. Take it.
We should have Lunar Storm ready to go by the boss fight. Or at least close. It'll be ready early on in the fight.
They've served their purpose.
We went 9 seconds till we can use it again. The fight should start perfectly on time for when our Lunar Storm's ready. Look at that. Literally perfect.
By the Empress will. By my holy hammer. Flame cleanse you. By my shield. Flame's wrath, heal me.
I couldn't click on that demon gate.
Power.
Shielded by flames light. Fire, I am healed. By my holy hammer.
You do need to soak those as a DPS player.
Cleanse you.
Just don't soak all of them at once, because then you die.
Shielded by flames light. Fire, I am healed. The flame empowers me.
If you're going to soak them, make sure you pop a defensives.
By my holy hammer.
All right, great job. That was great. So yeah, you got to clear up to that guy, and then you can fight the boss.
Sacred flame will cleanse your transgressions. Burn by sacred flame. My place be purified.
4,
My faith,
3,
my
2, 1.
So for that one, you just want to make sure you're not looking at Murphy.
sacred flame.
When she does blinding light, just turn around. You can interrupt her holy smites if you want.
Flames take you.
This one, you just don't want to stand in the thing.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And I think she goes up at 50%.
Flames take you.
Maybe a little lower.
Brothers and sisters, walk into the flame.
Yep, so she runs up top. You want to drop an interrupt on her as soon as you get an opportunity to stop that cast. Then you just kind of nuke her. It's the same mechanics up here as it is down below, I believe.
My place be purified.
Except you get this weird screen effect where there's fire under you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Burn by sacred flame.
We'll do a true shot just for funsies.
Flames take you. My place be purified.
Very nice.
Empire
Now we missed some trash, so we'll go ahead and go take care of that. We can pull this. This isn't going to be enough. This might be enough.
No
I don't know.
longer steer our faith towards destruction.
I really don't know.
All who take comfort in the light of the sacred flame, thank you.
All right. Is it going to be enough? I don't think it is. Nope. Oh. We are so close. All right, there's a pack right in there. Yup, I bet you get it.
My emissary brings you.
We don't even need to kill the whole pack, just one.
Take it.
Honestly, I probably could have just stayed at the thing, and that's it.
Well,
Once you kill the last enemy, they all reset and they are become untargetable. So there we go. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here and I'll see you shortly. Alright, everybody, welcome back. We're in a Theater of Pain 7. It's going to be a slight upgrade. We have it as a 6, but this is what we got, and we're just trying to get as much little upgrades as we can. Sadly, I couldn't find a group for any of the other 4s or 5s that we could upgrade. It seems like a lot of people are running Rookery, Floodgate, and Theater of Pain, so you got to take what you can get, right? So, anyway. Alright, well, I will see you when the dungeon starts. Looks like the dungeon is starting now, no countdown. We're just sending it. Also, we're going to run Dark Ranger. I had a viewer comment that I should give Dark Ranger a shot. Just so, you know, we're going to give it a shot. I haven't played it really that much, so we'll see how it goes.
It seems these upstarts think they can compete with the best combatants.
So the general rule of thumb for Dark Ranger is to keep trick shots up, and when trick shots is up, you press black arrow.
This should prove entertaining. Bring in the challengers.
And I can trank that raging tantrum, which another viewer told me about. Thank you to everyone who always comments on these videos. You make this so much better of an experience for me. Until something like that happens. I thought I was out of that, but I guess not. Great way to start my run. And no one has B-reses in this group. Oh, wait, our paladin does, but... You know. Anyway. Black Arrow being here is very confusing to me for some reason, so I'm gonna go ahead and move it and replace it with our explosive shot, because that's, for whatever reason, that's tripping me up a little bit. Please don't. Oh my god.
What a disappointment! How unexpected! It seems our little pups have some bite after all.
Oh, never mind.
Now that the preliminaries
Cool.
the real trials can begin.
In my haste to get back to the group.
Look what we have here. Fresh meat.
As I probably said before, for this fight, you kind of want to stay in melee range as much as humanly possible. Interrupt the meat shield when you can. Well, Black Arrow seems cool. It replaces your execute, which is neat. Yeah, I can't promise amazing gameplay with this build. I've never done it before. But I'll stick it out for at least 2 or 3 dungeons before I go back to Sentinel. It's definitely a lot more work, I'll tell you that. With Sentinel, you really don't have to do anything. You kind of just chill and just do your normal rotation, with the exception of occasionally you press you don't ever have to press any other buttons. Oh, it is a new week since I've recorded the last video, and as you can see, I got my best in slot weapon. Wait, where's our demon? Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Overcome this trial.
All right, we're starting to figure it out a little bit.
Overcome this trial.
It's kind of tough to get your rapid fire or your trick shots on this fight.
I'll catch something good.
There we go.
No escape. Gonna chop you up.
Yeah, so that felt pretty good. It feels slower than Sentinel. I like it, sorta. I think. I was wondering when we were gonna start moving through that. Yeah, good rule of thumb is to run through all these ads, and then get here and just nuke it down. And you can pull the big. Yep, they got it. You can pull the big one too. Just get ready to pop a defensive when he does his Soulstorm. There it is. You can basically just kind of focus him down and cleave with the others. So like for me, as a hunter, you just do your trick shots on him. Black Arrow is cool. I like the sound it makes. But listen to that hunter gun sound. It's just so sad. Just sad sound. Generally, let your tank go through these first, by the way.
Resist. Yes. Resist. And yet, the void still grows.
Okay. Now it looks like trick shots is not getting consumed by. Oh no. Can we go back through? Nope. The tank just got flat. Yeah, look at that. Black Arrow does not consume trick shots, which is awesome.
Resist. Yes. Resist. And yet.
Oh, by the way, the affix this week is this awful affix for the healer, because healing is not hard enough. You have to do a You have to heal your target to full health. To get rid of the effects. It's wonderful. Alright, here we go. We got the Death Speakers. Nope. Bone Reaver. Alrighty. Yeah, I have to say this doesn't feel. I mean, this is just a first impression of someone who's never played this spec before. I mean, I tried it in some dummies and like tested it out in the open world and stuff, but I didn't do any dungeons because you know the rule is like you can't really record without doing the dungeons, or do the dungeons without recording really, unless it like goes corrupt or whatever. So I'm trying to keep the dungeons recorded. But at first glance, I mean, my overall's fine. I'm on par with the mage, but it doesn't. It feels. It doesn't feel as fluid. That could just be a me or a lack of experience. You know, that's why I'm gonna give it multiple runs before I like write it off and decide that it's not for me. I'll do at least 2, and if I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks, I don't really like the gameplay. Now I'm sure people can pump with this. I'm sure there's plenty of people that pump with this build. This is the build, by the way. I swapped out a lot of stuff. So.
Souls are mine to claim.
We should all generally stay somewhere together for this fight, if we can. When the souls come out, so that we all. Yeah. So right now we should kind of stack. Stay near people. And don't walk into the orbs like myself there. You want to kill these things. Good. That is perfect.
Resist. And yet, the void still grows.
Some fancy shooting there. Okay, one more wing of this to go, and then we're on to the last boss.
Contenders here.
That's what I used to do. What the heck? Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm getting kind of wrecked. See, I forgot a trick shots there. Now it's a lot harder. Like before with the Sentinel build, you only need to make sure trick shots is up for two attacks. For this build, you've got to manage a little bit more because trick shots needs to be up when you're using your dark arrow. Black arrow or whatever it's called. Black arrow. Not just your other one. Which makes it a little bit harder. It's like an extra thing to manage. Other than that, it generally plays the same. You know, you just use your aim shots. You know, rapid fire when you can. And then when black arrow procs, you use it. And if it's a multi-target situation, you want to make sure you've got you know, trick shots up.
Glory will be mine.
Let's watch ourselves. Don't want to pull those. Okay. Here we go. There's no rule that says you can, other than the fact that it gets harder. We're gonna go ahead and heal ourselves and just start sending black arrows in there. I really should have the captain targeted. Ooh, that was rough. I don't know. You got it, healer? I think they're trying to make up time by pulling extra stuff.
Overcome this trial.
I mean, when Black Arrow is going off and you're getting those procs, if the spec feels really great. Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
You had best make this interesting.
Resist. Yes. Resist. And yet, the void still grows.
Power before my might.
Alright, I'm going down with the mage. Can I kill the mage? Mage, do not do any shields or anything.
Fall before the storm.
Gotcha. I like this dungeon because of that. I think it's really fun. I almost walked right into that.
Resist. Yeah.
That could have been rough.
Resist. And yet.
Sending us down again. Going down with the Demon Hunter. Alright, Demon Hunter. Nice work. Just fucking annihilated me. And then we go right back down. Nice, she's going the other way. I love it when she does that.
Resist. Yeah.
Great, we get Collapsing Rift at the same time as the Deathwalker things. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, the kill shots in the middle of the fight feel really good.
Reality turns its ire against you. Your wanton slaughter will be returned tenfold. My magic reaches beyond your mortal ken. Death itself demands your soul.
The rift is up.
Overcome this trial. Will they?
You shall be swept into
Oh. Nice, we hit 1800.
Yes! Warcraft has been defeated! I can hardly believe it! Oh,
We already have hero boots. We do. We don't have any mail in here. Well, nice.
victory and
Good job, everyone. We're gonna wrap it up there for the series. We did pretty good. We did an average of 1.4 million DPS. So I'll take it. Good, nice new transmog boots, cool. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. It's free. Like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone.